What is up, guys? My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing the 9th episode of Players Rating Predictions for FIFA 17. Today we're going to be talking about the right mids and right wingers that I think that deserve to be upgraded for FIFA 17. So without further ado, let's get straight onto the video. So up first, we start off with the big man, Gareth Bale. Bale started off the season alright, but then got injured pretty quickly for Real Madrid. And then when he came back, had a fantastic season, getting informs, man of the matches, and when the Euros started, got several man of the matches as well. And then got into the Euros team of the tournament for FIFA 16 as well. So, in my opinion, Gareth Bale definitely deserves an upgrade on FIFA 17, so I gave him an 89 rated right mid card. I gave him a +1 pace, I gave him a +2 shooting, a +1 passing, and then I left his other stats alone apart from the fact that I gave him a +1 defending as well. Gareth Bale has had one of the best seasons in my opinion. He's also had 9 man of the matches in real life, so actual man of the matches out of the games that he's played, which I think is absolutely crazy. So I think he deserves an 89 rated card. He hasn't been getting upgraded while players like Neymar have, and I don't think they're very far apart, so I think 89 rated is suitable for Gareth Bale for FIFA 17. So let's move on to the next card, with that being the end from Gareth Bale. Up next we have Ivan Perisic. Perisic, the right mid for Inter, he's Croatian. He had an alright Euros, making it into the round of 16, but then getting knocked out by Portugal, which eventually were the winners. I think he had an alright season. He had several informs at Cam, but I think his default card is a right mid, and I think he defaults to a right mid at Inter as an actual player. So I gave him a +2 rating to an 84 rated right mid. I gave him a +2 pace, a +1 shooting, a +1 passing, +1 in physical, and I left his defending and dribbling alone. I think he deserves an upgrade for sure because he has had several informs and he did alright. I think he also got an man of the match, if I'm not mistaken, at 86 rated, if that my mind doesn't deceive me. He's a very well-rounded player, and I think he's had an alright season everywhere, in all of his stats. So I think an 84 rated player with that 84 rated card, in fact, with those stats is suitable for Perisic for FIFA 17. So with that being it for him, let's move on to the third player. So up next we have Henrikh Mkhitaryan, the recent Manchester United signing. Mourinho brought him because he's a fan of how he played for Dortmund last season. He had a 90 rated team of the season, transferred to Man U. He was great for Borussia Dortmund, and in my opinion the second best player right after Aubameyang. The Armenian man is just amazing in everything. I think he deserves an upgrade, so I gave him a +2 rating, I gave him a +2 pace, +1 shooting, left his passing alone, gave him a +1 physical, +1 dribbling, left his defending alone. He's very well rounded, he can do a bit of everything, and he's really quick as well. I think he'll be a fantastic winger, and Manchester United are really lucky to have such a good winger. So that being it for Mkhitaryan and his Manchester United move, let's move on to the fourth player of the video. So up next, no one was really shocked by this player in my opinion. Riyad Mahrez has made it into the video. I gave Mahrez a +8 rating, so he'll be 84 rated. I think that's what he deserves, so that's what I gave him. I gave him +2 pace, +3 shooting, +5 passing, +3 physical, and left his defending alone and gave him a +2 in dribbling. I think he's done amazing, and if you remember from my 5-star skills wishlist video, which you should check out, I'll link it in the description below, he was also in the video where I think that he deserves 5-star skills for FIFA 17 as well. So we'll see if EA gives him this kind of card with the 5-star skills as well. Riyad Mahrez, being the BPL player of the year, had a 93 rated team of the season. I think was amazing for Leicester City, probably the best player of the season. And I think he was, probably the best player in the world this season. With that being it for Riyad Mahrez, let's move on to the penultimate card. So up next we have Di Maria. Di Maria, in my opinion, started getting much better at PSG than he did at Manchester United and Real Madrid. He had plenty of informs, he had position changes, he had man of the matches, he had a 94 team of the season. He did really well against Manchester City in the knockout stages at the Champions League. He won the Ligue 1 competition with them. He made it to the Copa America finals and got knocked out on penalties. He's done really well everywhere, so I gave him a +1 rating, so it'll be 87 rated. I gave him +1 dribbling, +1 physical, +2 in shooting, and that's it for all his other stats. I think, a bit here and there he deserved some upgrades. Other than those, his other stats are relatively high, with 88 pace and 85 passing. I don't think he deserves anything much higher than that, relatively high for an 87 rated player. I think PSG have a very good player on their hands, and I think he'll do really well for Argentina in the future and the PSG in the future. And we'll see how he performs next year and how his card will look on FIFA 17. So last but not least, to end off this video, we have Bayern Munich's Brazilian right mid, Douglas Costa. He signed for them last season. He's been fantastic in my opinion. He's played very well, generally around the pitch, apart from the defensive side. But you don't need to really defend if you're a forward. So I give him a +1 shooting, +2 passing, +1 physical, and +1 dribbling, and a +2 rating overall. I think he's done really well for Bayern and for Brazil in general. And if you don't play FIFA, he's a 5-star skiller if you didn't know. And I think he's one of the best 5-star skills there are in the game. Was an 89 rated team of the season because I think he deserved that as well. I think that's enough to add on with the couple informs that he had and the season he had to give him an 85 rated card for FIFA 17. I think EA will actually, listen to the community and give him an 85 rated card. The only thing is that I'm questioning is the fact that he's a right mid in my video and he's a right winger at Bayern, but he's been playing more on the left side, so I think EA might also give him a position change to the left side. That's what I think as well, but I placed him as a right mid because that's what he's shipped as a default player for FIFA 16, so that's what I think he'll be for FIFA 17. So with that being the end of the video, I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. My name has been Alex, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.